Hey gang, Maria here obviously, and I am clearly not in my backyard or the RevCon gym or the home office. I'm actually in Cabo San Lucas for a mastermind meeting. So meeting with and I'm way out of my league. Like this is what I like. So when you bump from 1 million to 5 million, it's like, what? It's like when you're in university and you sit through, you get 10 minutes into a lecture and you realize, I'm not in this course, but you just stay because you don't want to be the one that gets up and leaves. But actually I'm learning a lot and yeah, it's good. It's good. A guy got up yesterday, talked about his first $1 million month, but he sells supplements, and then the conversation also turned to when the FTC and the FDA slap you with a lawsuit, here's what to do. So I was kind of like, yeah, I'll keep my small problems. But anyway, what I wanted to chat about was, you know what, you got to be in the room with the big players. That's how you learn. You learn to think big. It's been awesome. And as you can tell, this is a beautiful spot. But I wanted to chat with you. I was working with one of our really top premier athletes at RevCon, and she was asking about training in the sand because she's going to be going away, and we were talking about one of our big things is trying to build speed. So she was like, oh, and should I do the water's coming up. I better grab my little flip-flops and move. Should I be doing some of my speed training in the sand? Because you see that, right? It's like you see videos, and even, she said one of the teams, she follows like a Premier League team. You see videos of their guys training in the sand. So we had a little conversation about, oh, wow, here comes the sun. Look at that. Can you see it? A little hard to see because that cruise ship is in the way. But anyway, we had a little conversation about how when you train in the sand, so, if I'm trying to push off in the sand, the sand's going to push away from me. I don't know if you could see anything there. I just made you seasick. I apologize if I just made you seasick. But when I push against the sand with my muscles, the sand gives away on me. So I am not generating as much power. I can't generate as much power. It's like if I tried to sprint 100 meters in the sand versus on a track, I'd be much slower in the sand. If I tried to vertical jump as high as I could in the sand versus on solid ground, I'd jump much less higher. So we lose power. So if we're not expressing our power, we're not getting faster. So we have to have that. Then the conversation started, she's like, oh yeah, you know what? I think I see it a lot in athletes who are coming back from injury, like athletes who are rehabbing. And it's like, aha, that makes perfect sense, because what happens when we're in the sand? It slows our acceleration because we can't express our full power. It slows our deceleration because the sand is giving away, and again, we can't express our full power. It slows our change of direction. So it lets us practice some functional movement patterns, but without the force behind it, which makes perfect sense. Plus, it's a little bit of an unstable surface. I love it for that application, but not for speed and power development. The other thing, too, is maybe occasionally, although I bet it changes mechanics, so I wouldn't use it all the time, but we could use it as a stamina element. So, doing just like we do some of our agility training, we change the work to rest ratio to make it more stamina based as opposed to speed based, because if that's what we want to train that day. So that is an option as well, to do more of a conditioning day in the sand, because it's going to make it more fatiguing on your muscles, make your muscles work a little harder, but not let you produce more force. So there's a little thing about training in the sand, because I don't know what made me think of that today. I have no idea, but I thought I'd share with you. Okay, I'm going to get back. I'm going to do a little spin around. Again, try not to make you sick, but just so you can take it all in. I mean, the weather's probably just as nice back home. But you guys have a great day. I'm going to go learn what to do after I've made my first $5 million, and then what to do next if I want to scale. And no, seriously, it's been a good week. I will catch you later. Bye-bye.